Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the video session of the channel. So today we're going to cover the topic that my journey to the English, or the way I passed to learn the language. And I'm going to share a lot of experiences and the ways that you can improve in my style, but still you can change your way according to your taste and ability. So let me begin. Now you can see me on the right screen. Oh, you don't need to. Okay, my English journey. So here I'm going to talk about the books that I have finished and the methods that I use to improve my English. But still, as I said, you can change or reshape that schedule according to your taste and ability. So the first thing is that to choose a book that gradually can improve your English. So the book I chose, or the book I was introduced during my Lyceum years, is the new Headway. It was the old edition, not 4th edition. So it starts from the beginner and all the way to elementary, pre-intermediate, intermediate, upper intermediate, and advanced level. So it took my a few months to finish beginner. Then we moved to the elementary. Then I started to do my self-study that I studied only by myself from only Headway. Demek Headway'dan boshlab, beginner'dan boshlab o'zim shug'ullanishni boshlaganman. And then you can improve to elementary, pre-intermediate, intermediate, and you can use the audios are very authentic, beautiful, but they speak so fast, and you should listen and listen again and again until you memorize it, and you should speak as you listen. That's called shadowing. And you should have a good schedule. So today I'm going to finish unit 1, or in 2 days I'm going to finish unit 1. That should be your schedule. And after finishing that books, I recommend at least you should come to upper intermediate, and if you can complete to advanced, that would be awesome. And then later on you can improve your vocabulary skills by these books. English Vocabulary in Use. It's most authentic and beautifully designed book that can improve your English level. After finishing New Headway, it's the best book that you can move on. It's the best book you can move on. So you don't have to stop, but this book can improve you later on. And along this book, I personally start from upper intermediate. I didn't finish pre-intermediate, but I recommend, if you have time, to finish that. So starting from upper intermediate to advanced. So first of all, upper intermediate is the one. So after finishing Headway, going to upper intermediate, English Vocabulary in Use is good. Then you go to Collocation in Use, the same method, but it speaks about collocations that words go together, like work hard, work day and night. That kind of stuffs are taught in this book. So I also recommend again intermediate. So don't move on to advanced yet. So intermediate in collocations, upper intermediate in vocabulary. And after finishing that, I believe you will have better English. Then you can move on to IELTS. And when you move on to IELTS, you can go to advanced here, then here also in advanced. So IELTS and this collocation and English vocabulary advanced level goes at the same time. It will be perfect. Then this one small book is also good. So you can take all of the three at the same time. It's not difficult. For example, in vocabulary in use, you are studying geography. In collocation in use, you also choose the topic geography, and here also choose the topic geography. So in all three books, you improve your vocabulary collocation in one topic. That will boost your vocabulary. Then how to keep them alive is the question, because you learn so much things, but to keep them in a active active state is the hardest thing you do ever. But I recommend you to do shadowing. Also, BBC Learning English makes you feel in the English atmosphere. Like when you listen, at the same time you should repeat the words, the things as they speak or after they speak. You can pause and speak, or you can speak at the same time. But you should be loud when you're speaking, and better to be alone, that you feel comfortable. And later on, that is the, after listening, I mixed up. So you should go to listening again. So after you see the English vocabulary news, collocation news in intermediate level is going on, even in advanced, you shouldn't stop listening and watching. So BBC World Service or other radios also will help, but BBC is the best one because it has variety of topics from politics and music, art, design, and also sports. Any topic you will find in BBC, and every half an hour there is a news summary also. But at first you may not understand what they're saying. That's natural, but later on you can get into the atmosphere, then you can understand what they're saying. And the next thing, also don't forget to shadow if you can, like speak after them, especially imitate the male one. Men should imitate males, and women should imitate females. That will be good, so that you will not look like them. And now we can move on, and later you can move on to the watching the BBC World Service again. I kind of recommend, because watching different kind of stuff will fill your brain with unnecessary stuff. Just choose one way and go along with it. So BBC is enough to diversify your life. So the TV Mucho, this is the application, and I can provide you with the link on Telegram that you can download. It gives 1 hour free watching time after you sign in with your email. So you can find a lot of channels, but choose BBC World Service. There are BBC 1, 2, 3 that don't go to them. Just go to BBC World Service. That's also the best one. So after that, TV, after that radio, then go to TV. And we are ready to go to IELTS. And when you start IELTS, don't forget to go to the Collocation in Use Advanced and Vocabulary in Use Advanced. That's the best way. So you slowly go with the Cambridge English, the official Cambridge Guide to IELTS for Academic and General Training. That's the best book when you Google that comes up. So it's big book, and you can copy it in a big format, not small book. Make it big. And start from reading and listening first. Just don't go to speaking and writing, because reading and listening is like receptive skills that you accept, so that's easier for you. Then later on you go to writing and speaking, that you produce, you give. That's the hardest part for some people, so you can divide it into two. And I use online resources, online webinars or lessons. You go to IELTSonlinetest.com, and on that place you see webinar section that British Council speakers, tutors teach 1 hour lessons. That's awesome lessons that I used, and the best ones are those writing ones, or reading, or speaking as well. But for writing, just go to them. That's the best place. So you see, the writing, remember. So how to do writing, go to webinars on this website, and for reading and listening, go here to practice. There are the webinars that they are one of the best teachers. They teach in a simple but beautiful way. And also for speaking and writing again, go to Baron's IELTS. This one is also best one. It puts you into a shape that you automatically start speaking in a way that IELTS speaking should be, and you automatically write in a way that IELTS should be written. So these books are good for speaking and writing. Then we can summarize at the end, so they're too much. And for reading, before I also, that's additional, by Muhammad Ali Salmani Nadushan, Reading for the IELTS. That's best book. It simply chooses like simple topics first, then it improves day by day, and it's the best book. So at the end you can improve by IELTS Academic, Cambridge IELTS. That's 15. Now we have the 16th version, so I used until 15. So that's the best place, best part. The last thing you should do is Cambridge IELTS Academic. So people like mistakenly go to Cambridge directly, but no, they make themselves unhappy that they see the readings are so difficult, listenings are so difficult. So don't hurry to this place, just let's go back again. For reading, this one is the first when you start IELTS after Headways. For speaking and writing, Barons. For writing, just go to ieltsonline.com. For reading again and listening, go to here. So one more time, listening and reading, writing, speaking and writing, and reading. So you see all the skills are from different resources, so it's quite diverse. So you should have, by the way, a good schedule. Make up a schedule. Today I will do this, or weekly or monthly schedule. So in a month I should finish this book, even to the topics. Should make your schedule so perfect, so you will have the best choice. So one of the American presidents said, if you say me to cut a tree, I spend most of the time to sharpen my axe. So I mean, the schedule should be so perfect. So devote your 1 or 2 even weeks to make a perfect schedule. Then you go on to reading and acting upon. So let's come from the beginning. So journey is not going to be easy, so I chose Headway for that. So from 0 level, without a teacher, just you have your phone or laptop is the best one. You should have a laptop actually. If not, mobile phone is good. And then after finishing Headway, then vocabulary in use, intermediate, collocation in use, and then collocation in use. When you go to IELTS, again go to vocabulary in use advanced, collocation in use advanced, and BBC Learning English. You can do it from the Headway or this one also. You don't have to start after them, just whenever just you are in the English, you go with them, as long as you can understand a little part of it. Then we start IELTS. It may take several months or years for some, but I think 3-4 months are enough for normal people who have good English. So again, watch the webinar again and again, just to make sure you don't miss some parts. And that's it. And by the way, I forgot to mention that you should control your free time. You shouldn't have free time actually. Your free time should be just to do those like BBC Learning English, to listen to the radios or to watch the channel. Other time you don't have free time. And listening to songs and watching movies, people say, but it doesn't help. They don't help actually. Practically they don't help. Just I believe it's the waste of time. or learning some of the parts of the music makes you speak better, but no, in general it doesn't make you think, it doesn't make you reflect, it doesn't make you like think about the things in a critical way, in a political or like an expert. So like listening to musics and movies are out of list, but I can allow like cartoons in some level, yeah, just to be in a mood. Or you can see some of the stuff on YouTube, whatever you want, but it should be moral. And as I said, remove all the unsubscribe all the music channels or other stuff, and also erase all the musics and songs from your mobile phone, even Islamic ones. You can listen just once a week or once a month, that's it, because that's the English. So that's the end of our webinar. So if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and just share you can share your own style of learning English or your own journey. See you next time. Goodbye and take care. With you, Salih Azizov. Goodbye.